Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Let's see. I believe we're going to be doing some map decoration stuff today. Yeah, we're gonna start fleshing out we're gonna take the sort of wedge window technology made last time and start applying it to different things. Okay, yeah. Hey there, Kato. Glad you're here. Quicksilver, welcome. Yeah, all right. So loading that in. Closing all of these. Okay. Okay, so stuff's loading in. So let's try. Okay, so generate. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna have to make some modifications though. I think one thing we should make is sort of an offset. Um, we should have like should have it kind of like set inwards. I think that'd be useful. That looks pretty good. Hey there's Wolf. Glad you could make it. I appreciate it. Good to have you here. Yeah, so let's see. AO has. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Yeah, Kato, today we are going to be probably just taking the stuff we made here and applying it across more things, as well as probably adding some functionality so that we can have it sync inward. Okay, so the so let's start by making a. How about? Let's see. Is let's see. Let's see. So what would it even be like offset? Like uh, is centered. Hey there's Silver. Thought you were stopping by. Hey Chill. Glad you could make it here. Hey, thank you, Kato. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm trying to think like what the best way to do this stuff would be because I want it to because on the one hand I do want it to have I don't know. It might be easier just to actually stick with it without it. Let's okay, what other things? Hmm, how about what does this look like? Not great. I'm remembering why the hmm, maybe I just need to increase it just a little bit. should be, here it is. Okay, so that's better. Okay, this is workable, I think. All right. So now I guess let's do this again. Um, let's actually take the Syndicorp tower and then just rescale it like we did before. What was it? So it's like 0.75 or something. Oh, whoops. Are these not parented under the main tower? Oh, it looks like they're not. So then let's do that. Oh, but we should probably do it on this side too first, because right now it just does it on one side only. But yeah, no, I think it's looking pretty good for the most part. Obviously, nothing's perfect, but we're we're definitely, doing an all right job here. How? Okay, if I put a corner pillar here, how would that look? Okay, so that actually looks okay. So maybe I'll just do that on this end too. Yeah, okay. So let me going to move this one in a little bit. Zero 0.25. Welcome back, Quicksilver. Okay, so now let's see how this looks. That looks pretty good. Okay. Looks pretty good. Yay. Let's see. Yeah, the smooth plastic. Yeah, I do like smooth plastic. We definitely won't be losing that. I promise you. Okay, so this is all kind of fitting together all right. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now let's so I guess um hmm, okay. Oh no, I'm excited for playtesting too. Hey there, Zenith. How's it going? Excuse me. So just gonna lock that in here. Okay, so let's just verify that things are lined up more or less. I think it might be a little bit higher on this end. It's better. Hmm. Does it have corners? What would that even look like? Huh. Oh well. Okay, so let's just move this part down. Does it look like this bottom of this side? No, it looks like they kind of just give each other space. Okay, so maybe I'll do that here. Okay, that works, all right. Will we be able to enter the Syndicore building? Yep, we should. Yeah, this is technically a lab corp, not lab corp, corporate labs. Lab corp's a drug company in real life. Um, so when you see how much they do for, basic medical tests, you will think they might be evil. Um, okay, so let's see. Okay, so that looks good. Let me just verify it's all lining up. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so how do I make this look good? Okay, so actually, okay, first things first, I need to remove, these both have corner stuff going on, so I need to remove that. And let's see how that looks. Okay, but now, hmm, Why doesn't it look as good? What's going on here? Okay, that's probably close. Oh wait, are they different heights? Oh, that'll do it. Okay, so wait, how did these? Okay, let me just move this up really quickly. So now should be able to just snap onto this one. Okay. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's not great. I think they're mismatched at the top as well. Hey, hey there, Dragon King. Good of you to be here. Yeah, thanks, Kaido. I think it's looking all right. I need to I just need to get better at the aligning of it. But we're reaching an all right point, I think. It's getting better. That might be workable. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now we just have to move it back in. Okay, is that what we want? So go into the ground. Okay, so now generate, and yay, it works. That's cool. Okay, so now we can move these over to here. And then we're gonna copy this, make it what, 0.75? Do the same thing again, 0.6. Okay, that looks decent. Let me just get these all lined up more or less in a way that makes sense. Whoops. All right. Okay, so now let's generate. Hey, okay. This looks pretty good. It scales down much more naturally because it's actually generating the same like window sizes for all of them, you know? If I recall correctly, the original one didn't have uh, these lights on the smaller ones. No worries. Okay, that looks good. We be able to steal the moon? The moon. Or however he said it. Maybe. Well, so we might save that as a DLC. Don't want to overscope yet by stealing celestial bodies. Okay, so that looks fine. Okay. Okay. Yay. Okay, stuff's actually starting to look all right. This is cool. The moon. Hey there, Swaro. Glad you could stop by. Yeah, right now we are taking the various tower designs. Okay. And we are generating them. We are replacing the old textures with like new ones that actually work. All right. Um, yeah, pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's see. What's the easiest way to do this? Okay, no, all this stuff is looking pretty good for the most part. Yeah, then we're gonna swap things out with the oh, also I guess the hospital. Should we do the hospital next? Let's do the hospital next. It'll give us a little bit more practice with this before we tackle something as headache inducing as that main building. Okay, so snap to grid. Let's actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this to here. Okay, so now that we have this, I just need to line it up on each side. Okay, nice. Plug in. Oh, let's see, where's resize align at? I feel like I should be seeing. There it is. Oh, sorry to hear you just came from the hospital. Hopefully you're doing all right. So Goober asks, so we're going to be able to have the option to stick with the original game? yes and no. Yes, in the sense that I'm going to be open sourcing it a few months after this remake comes out, but no, in the sense that I'm not going to be maintaining it anymore. Like it's almost a decade old. It has a lot of very bad code in it, and yeah, like I think it's easier just to open source it, and people want to play it for nostalgia reasons. They should be able to, but kind of I don't think it's something I want to maintain for the rest of my life. So, but yeah, you're not gonna lose access to it at the very least, except for maybe a few months in between when I what's it called? You might lose access to it for like a few months while I make the transition, because I want to make sure that this game is a solid replacement before um, necessarily just open sourcing it. Because if this game isn't necessarily a good replacement for it, I'll just revert back to the original. Um, but I think it will be. I think that it's doing pretty well. Okay. Okay. So let's move this in. See how long is this size? Okay, so that should work pretty well for all of them in theory. I hate how they changed the rotation controls. It just feels like nothing actually works anymore. It's like the tilt just doesn't do anything under most circumstances. You know, we're so close. There we go. But being able to hand place things is nice. So it's not necessarily a downgrade. It's just I wish they hadn't broken tilting. Okay. Yeah, no, like, y'all will be able to like make modded versions of it. You won't be able to monetize it beyond like a donation jar, but that's that's pretty much it. Uh, so let's just make sure that this is more or less lined up. Stop with the snapping. There we go. Okay. Same thing here. Okay, so let's just see how this looks. How is this a different height than the other one? right, I see. It didn't, this one didn't snap correctly. There we are. All right, so now let's move these inwards one. Honestly, the snap to parts thing, I'm torn on it because on the one hand, it does make stuff a lot easier. On the other hand, it is far from perfect. It causes me so many headaches on a daily basis. I just want constraint-based building. Is that too much to ask? Okay, so how do I best? Okay, so I guess let's just have them meet here. Okay, that's enough snapping. Okay, there we go. So now on this side, just line that up. Okay, so now let's see how this looks. Not bad. I might, let's see, how would it look if I made these ones, um, if I made these ones have the little guide things? That looks all right. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, I would, if I'd followed the train, we would have had infrastructure by now. Rabbit hole goes deeper. Is anyone here going to see Deadpool and Wolverine? I'll probably see it at some point. Depends on the ratings, though. I liked the first Deadpool a lot. The second one was okay. You know, like I don't think it wasn't like mind blowing. You know, mm, it's been kind of interesting watch people kind of get sick of Ryan Reynolds, though. Like I don't think he has anything wrong. He's just I think he gets under people's skin a little bit. Just funny because I'm pretty sure that makes him perfect for Deadpool. Mm. Such a headache to get these things to match each other. Goodness. Really? I feel like it should be easier, you know? Like this, I've done, like I've made a mistake somehow, somewhere. Because this feels way too difficult considering how easy it's supposed to be. Really need to get my workflow on this solid before I tackle that next building. Well, hey, at least I'm glad I tried on this one first. Okay, how about let's start by okay, so let's turn on the snapping again. Take this, make a copy, move it over here, and drag that in until it's fitting. Okay, so now let's have the overlap. Snap to parts. Why isn't that snapping? There it goes. Okay. So let's, oh, whoops. So let's try that. Generate. Okay, it's a little bit better, but the why is this side so far off? Okay, so let's see if has corner pillars solves this. Honestly, this might just be the best fit for this type of building. Oh, no, it just looks, the more I look at it, the less I like it. Mm, why does this feel wrong? It's because they're not the same. I think it's because they're not the same angle. Okay. But let's actually get the colors figured out for this one. Okay, so we have the window color. We should make that a bit lighter. Should increase the reflectance. Let's see. don't know if we should necessarily ditch the glass aesthetic, but I know that the original one only didn't have pillars. So we could do that. Could also just make them very tiny if we wanted. But the window width needs to be wider. So 14. That looks better. That's a bit better. Let's see, and then what's the color of this right here? So it's concrete. Okay, so the width color, ledge color is this, and then the wedge material is concrete. And we should make the wedge depth go out a bit more. Mm. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. No, this is the hospital. I'm trying to decide if I made the right choice making this part metal. Yeah, I think it might have looked better this way, honestly. Though it does make me wonder if I should make. I don't think I actually made it metal to begin with, so maybe I'll just do that. And I do think, okay, so if that's the depth, so then the actual pillars should only go out. Then we can have this about this much. Okay, that's looking okay. It's exhausting. I need to make like one just for the corners, you know? I feel like I should be able to do that. Okay, but yeah, no, so this is looking decent. Yay. If the hospital is white, yeah, sure. Let me see what that vibe is. Yeah, I mean like obviously like white with like the red plus sign on it. That's like the golden standard, right? I think I just like limestone. That's my problem. Okay, so okay, but let's make it let's desaturate it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, no, I think that you're right. That looks good. That's a good one. Let me make it a little bit less bright, but yeah, I like that. That's good. Good idea. Only downside is this one. I think I need to make this one a slightly better color, so that it stands out more. Let's see. There's some good ones. What are we missing over here? I feel like we need a splash of color, like a salmon. And then we'll just make brick, painted brick. That looks okay. Let me mess around with it a bit more. Um, let's see. I don't know. There's something. This building is just going to drive me insane. I can tell you. Nah, I'm not opposed to adding Easter eggs for streamers, but naming a whole building seems a bit much. That's reserved for like, family members and like, people who are no longer with us. It's a pretty big thing. Okay, so what about, let's do a little bit better, I think. Hmm. What if we made it a little bit more of a, well, Roland's dark in that, but let's make what if we made the ledge a little bit more like, maybe more like a coppery kind of thing. Okay, that's looking all right. Um, the bank building's going to need some work. These earlier buildings, I don't think I configured them very well. You know, I think I can do better. It's just gotta. Okay, so let's try now. Uh, I think that this one's problem is it's just too blue. So let's start by having the ledge color more of a lighter. I think honestly the big wedges. I'm gonna make the pillars less wide first. Okay, so that works. Okay, so that's looking better, but now it doesn't really look right. Um, let me. Okay, so what if we make the pillars less than that, and then make these a little bit go a little bit farther out, and we're gonna make. Okay, so we could make sort of like a painted brick, but then we're gonna have this be more of a metal. So metal. Um, should we have corner pillars? I don't know. I'm torn. Oh, dang, we haven't been. We need to copy some stuff over. We didn't have them all selected. Building material, metal. Pillar width, 1, 2. And then has corner pillars. Eh, no, I think corner pillars kind of work too well for this one. I think this is looking better though. How about problem is it's just like the color of the sky, which is makes it like I think not stand out that well. Maybe I should make the pillars 0.25, 1. That looks a little bit better, I think. Pillar width 0.75. Okay, this is looking more like a building, I think. Okay. Problem is just that color. All right. I think we'll just settle with that for now. But thank you for stopping by, Swaro. Have a good day. Okay. Okay. I'm torn on how I feel about these. All this control still doesn't look right. Oh well. Okay. Um, let's focus on making the bank look good. Uh, okay, so we have that. Wonder how this would look if we had different. Uh, let me just copy. I wonder how it would look if I had if I changed just the window width on the edge buildings on the edges, you know? Or better yet, just remove the pillars entirely. That doesn't look too bad, I think. Let me see how it looks with different spacing for the windows for the other part. Okay, I think I kind of dig this part more, you know? Uh, we'll see. Okay, how about, so at the very least, I think we should make, so 12, 16. Good to know, Kato. Thank you. Let's see. So let's just remove the pillars for now and see how that looks. Oh wait, I just made them. I should have used pillar width. Okay. Let's see, how do I do corner pillars? This is interesting. Okay. I think this one might still need to have some of them. As fun as that would be to completely ditch them. But still, we're moving in the right direction, I feel. Okay, so how about, let's see if we can make it flush with the actual final pillar. So pillar depth, no. This would be something we mess around with using window width. Okay, no, that looks all right. So now, so we have all of these lined up. Nice. This is going to kill me. This building right here is going to kill me specifically. Because I want it to be something that's not just like, gray monstrosity, but I swear everything looks bad on it. Yeah, yeah, Detective Pikachu. Yeah, this is a remake. Okay, let's experiment with that in a second. Just, just need to get a color that I even feel vaguely okay with. Okay, so personally, I think pillars on the edge don't really add too much in this case. I kind of like the side windows, but yeah, I just need to make the just need to get the color down. All right, just try not to overthink it. Someone once gave me that advice and it's been haunting me because I overthink everything. I think there's just a part of me that's determined if I can just do things perfectly, all my problems will go away. But when I think about it, I'm not sure I really have evidence that that's the case, which doesn't really help things. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna leave that. If I mess with this building again on stream, yell at me for today. Yeah, the yeah, we're just gonna leave it as that. We have other things we need to do, other fish we need to fry, you know? Okay, just gonna save that. Okay, so now, what have we learned in in this so far? I guess let's start by just making the walls correctly. Because I feel like that's where stuff goes wrong. So sorry, the corners correctly. And then when we have a single corner done correctly, we'll just use that everywhere. That sound good? Okay. All right. Just a second. I'm actually going to pause and use the way back in a minute. I'm back. All right. Oh, what's Rojo? So Rojo is what's the best way to explain it? So Roblox, as you know, you can do a bunch of editing stuff in Roblox. You can like make script changes, you can do all that stuff. But there are better professional tools for programming, such as VS Code is probably a very accessible one that a lot of people prefer to work in because it allows a lot of benefits, as well as saving your work in like a special way that tracks the changes and allows you to branch to like imagine like a branching reality where you go one direction in the code in one way and then another direction with the code in the other way, and then you can like merge them back together afterwards. And yeah, there's a million different reasons why you would want to use certain tools to make your game better. And Rojo is the number one way to actually connect those tools into your game. And yeah, and so what it does is whenever there's a change in my code here, it applies those changes into Roblox. It's a pretty cool tool. But yeah, so let's see here. Okay, so once I have so let's just rotate this around. Okay, so now let's move this in. Let's see, how does this look? Perfect. Looks perfect. Okay. Okay. So now let's actually just copy this. Let's just make sure that they're the same height. Let's just have them meet the middle at 586. Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's go to this, rotate it a certain amount. Now we're going to go back here, and I'm going to try to I'm just going to yank this out first, and we're going to line this up here. Hmm. Somehow I messed this up. Let's just keep the color. Maybe actually the issue is the pivot. So I need to make the pivot all the way up here. So edit pivot, move that up here. What did I just move? Oh, it's the pivot. I still have it in pivot selection. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now back to editing this pivot. Okay. Okay. So we have this. Okay. So now we're going to move it over to here. And then rotate it 90 degrees. Then move it a little bit farther. Okay, so let's try editing the pivot again because it seems that the no wait. Let's just try moving it to local space. That might be able to do it better. Okay. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's generate these just to verify we're not crazy. Yeah, this looks about right. Okay, so now we're going to group this. And we're going to rotate it 180 degrees. And just verify stuff line up. Okay, that looks close enough at least. And then we're going to move that to here. And then we can generate it. And now let's delete the original thing in the middle. Nice, okay. So now we have this structure. So, I mean, like Superhero Life 2, until this one comes out, like, yeah, Superhero Life 2 remains existing. But once this does come out, the current Superhero Life 2 will just be open sourced. So that y'all can do your own stuff with it. You know? Okay, so how about, so let's just Snap. Okay, let's snap. Turn on snapping. Is that working? Okay. Okay, so let's move this one in. Okay, so now we're going to link this up with the top. Okay, so actually, let me just going to set the size of this. Okay, so okay, I was too ambitious. I thought that by some miracle something would work, but you know, I guess I'd used up all my miracles. Okay, so X is exactly 2, probably the depth. Okay, so Z that. No, I need to. So Z and then Y would be this one. And then the position would be here. And so the reasoning is, yeah, so now that looks about right. Okay, so now we can, do the same thing with this one. Okay, so we've got the orientation lined up. So now we just copy the position. And then hopefully we can get this to snap on. Nice. Hey there, Ryan. How's it going? Oh, y'all aren't allowed to call him Ryan. Only me. Yeah, so that's a new rule. Also, because I probably should have been calling him Rhytherian. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, but yeah, no, right now we are working on getting all of this stuff lined up for the new. Oh, you're either sick? Oh, dang, man. I know what you mean though. It's like, you can feel it coming like a day out. It's like, oh no, everything feels wrong and weird. Stuff about to go down. Hmm. Yeah, no, get well soon. What I'm sure will heal you is seeing how much progress we've made on the city. So yeah, we replaced these buildings with the window material, with like the wall building stuff. I think they look pretty good. Let's see. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Fingers crossed then. Maybe it's nothing. Yeah. Then we have the hospital. We edited the apartment building a little bit. And yeah, so now we're just working on this part. And let's see. Why doesn't this part snap? Come on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, uh, I'm connecting all of that together. Yeah, this has been a process because we got to like make the corners line up on wedges that are a little bit offset, and that's just been such a headache. But now that we have line up with the thing, there we go. Okay, so now we can actually, render this part. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So though I haven't configured any of these yet though, so might have to okay, so let's just start by selecting all of these and making it just. Okay, so now generate. Okay, so let's start messing around with this. So we want to make the window color a little bit more, a little bit brighter. So we're going to do that. Window height. Let's see. I think we could make this one have less wide windows. Maybe not that much. Let's see. Hmm. Decisions. We don't want to look like just metal, but at the same time, okay. Let's get some of the original color scheme in. We're gonna make the window color a little bit more blue, and then let's make the actual ledges darker. Okay. So that's looking all right. I genuinely need to go and okay. I do not like how the windows look in this one, in the sense of like the actual glass texture, as well as I didn't use metal for the thing, which I regret. Okay, so let's make a few changes. So first one, we use metal. In this house, we use metal for our skyscrapers. Okay, so then, all right, so lower that. We want it to be a little bit not, uh, kind of like an emerald color. So Superhero 2, you'll be able to edit it in Studio, essentially. The original one, at least. You can do that right now with Superhero Life 1, though I'm not sure I recommend it. Okay, so this is looking a little bit better. Okay, now back to focusing on this. Hmm. See, I think I want to have maybe wider windows. It's a little bit better. Wider pillars, maybe. Okay. I think that looks okay. Will we be able to enter the other two Centicore buildings? Maybe. I don't know. I think it really depends on how much stuff I end up putting in it. Because I've given myself this much space, which is a, decent amount. Um, it'd be cool to have different stuff in each of them, but this might just end up being viewed as like a full complex and less of like this enter every tower kind of thing. But yeah. Mhm. Okay. So yeah, we might have something connecting them at the bottom. I just need to decide what to make of that because I agree they have to be able to connect, whether it just be like a little like stuff here or like whether it be a full foundation like the original. It's really just actually going through and deciding what looks best. But yeah, okay. So this is all fitting together all right. And we need to get around to decorating the streets quickly because they're looking empty. This area looks all right. When I look at just this direction, stuff looks good. But then I look this direction and stuff looks horrible. You know, you can tell where effort has been put in. Effort has been put on this side of the city. This side is still requiring effort. But yeah, we're making progress though. Let's see. Wolfgang, I did respond to this earlier. I guess you didn't catch it though. Open sourcing Superhero Life 2 would mean that you'd be able to open it in Roblox Studio. Um, yeah, so yeah, basically the idea is that I will no longer be officially maintaining it, but that it'll be accessible for people to both play as well as try out their own ideas with it. And so yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. You can even re-upload it if you want, but you wouldn't be able to monetize it except for with a donation jar. Mhm. Yeah, no, no, it's all good. It's all good. No worries. It's a question a lot of people have for sure. So, the more people who get to, hear the answer, the better. Yeah, it's certainly not the normal route for games usually, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, how should I best do this for the, okay, so maybe let's try this again, except now we are doing, let's see, now we're going to bring this part in. Okay, where's that thing at? Here it is. Okay, so let's connect this to here. And we're going to want to, is y-axis flipped? Oh wait, is that why it's been acting weird? Because the y-axis has been flipped? Oh, okay. I was like, why aren't these lining up? It's because the y-axis is flipped. It's actually building them upside down. Okay. Okay. So how about let's try like 12. All right, yeah, so that looks better. I was like, why aren't they lining up? But I just assumed there was a bug. But no, I just had misconfigured it. Okay, cool, cool. How would this look, do you think, with okay, so we have the rect guide. Oops, what was I wanting to do with this? I was wanting to do something. Oh yeah, corners. Okay, so if I add corner pillars, you know, it kind of works here. Maybe if I, let me just undo the corner pillars on one side and see how that looks. You know, it's not bad. I don't know. Well, see. We'll see. All right. We'll mess with that more later. So being an animal, I can understand that huge appeal. The main frustration with that is in terms of just like getting it so that you could like, for example, how would there are going to be guns in the game. How would a dog fire a gun? You know, like actually answering the questions that come with when you've designed a bunch of stuff for people. Like how would a dog drive a car? It just adds a lot of weight to things. Now, of course, the easy answer says, well, it can't, and then you just don't allow the user to drive a car. But even then, you still have to deal with a lot of like rigging and animations, and like all the assets now need to fit a dog, and it's a lot. It. I'm not saying it'll never happen. I never like saying that, but that one will probably be one of the final things that would happen. You know, just because of all the complexities. Okay. See, did we flip these? We should have. Okay, so now stop with the snapping. Very nice. Now move inwards by one. Beautiful. Now let's generate it, see how that looks. Pretty good, pretty good. How does it connect? Well, not great. Okay, so let's see what's going on down here. So this was on me. I should have been more thoughtful with how closely I was aligning it. Okay, is that better? I actually made Transformers games back in the day. It was fun. Um, Unfortunately, the Transformers is a similar issue of honestly, we might get giant mechs at some point. That's something I wanted to do, but that'd be a little bit more generalizable, and it isn't exactly what y'all were talking about, you know? Okay, so let's try this. Okay, it's better. Yeah, no, giant mechs would be pretty fun. There would be like a vehicle, so you wouldn't be able to customize it as much as a character, but you know, I could imagine it working. It's something that mechs are one of those things I've wanted to do for years. It's just like every time I stop and try to do it, I just get slowed down by all the challenges that come up. Um, you know, so one one thing at a time. Okay. What was it? Okay, so let's generate, make sure that things are showing up right. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, no, those no, mechs I think would be a huge upgrade for the game. And with the map being a little bit bigger, I think it's also more workable, you know? Okay. I need to turn on snapping. Okay, so now let's connect these. Perfect. Okay, so now connect these. we go. Can you reset the suit data? Hmm. Sure. Yeah, let me how about this? I will do that in my final I'm going to be heading out in the next 15 minutes, so I will do that in the final 5 minutes. Sorry to hear that somebody messed with your suits. I believe in the future, hopefully we should have more resilient suit protection, like data protection stuff. This new Superhero Life game, there'll be more things you can do officially, but there will be less ways to hack it or mod it. So good for less hackers, but bad for, people who made cool mods. But, I think that's just how it's got to be. You just can't trust anyone with technical knowledge to modify the game. Okay. Okay. So the size, we have 44 tall, 17 wide. Okay. Okay. So now let's just match that up. That makes sense. I hope I can get all this stuff back to normal. I Yeah, no, just so I understand correctly, are you asking me to remove the suits or see if there's like a way to fix them? Admittedly, I don't know how to fix stuff offhand. I know some newer versions of data stores allow for reverting to a previous version, but unfortunately, the way that that game does data is very old. 11 people, I know. Yeah, I'm popular. What can I say? They like me for my charisma and charm. Let's see. Let me connect this. What? Hold on. Connect. There we go. Sometimes you have to really guide it into the final position. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Not bad at all. Okay. Hey, you're here for the free food? Okay. I wish I had free food. That'd be nice. This, snack bar in my room. Though I probably wouldn't survive till 30 if I had a snack bar in my room. Okay, so let's open up okay, so Emerald, you said reset the soup data in general because you can't even open up the GUI. Okay. Um, all it'll do is okay. So let me see. You said your username earlier. Emerald Secret Fan 1082. Okay, so I need to get your. Need to get. I need to find your user ID. So I'm gonna look you up on Roblox. Okay, found you. Experienced scuba diver. Um, let's see. So now data store editor. All right, can I pick? No, so vitality. Is this a data issue or is this a or is is this like a different thing? Oh goodness. Okay. Why did I do this to myself? Is that it? No. Okay. But it's the same problem as emeralds. I mean, I can reset you data if you want. I don't know if that'll change it. Unfortunately, the this was made when I was a lot younger. Um, Saved characters, list keys. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, so list keys. So user. Hmm, it's not showing anything. What's it called? All right, let's see. I'm trying to find the see, how did I map out the because I mapped out the data a while ago. So legacy artifacts JSON list saved characters.json. Okay, so this is what character data looks like. The stores saved characters, this keys. Are you sure that I can't find your user? Oh yeah, no, this was such a headache to sort through. Um, it's also really poorly constructed. I don't know if you know anything about data structures, you are screaming in pain looking at this. Uh, I did a very bad job making it, and it continues to haunt me almost a decade later. Um, what, Emerald, do you know your user ID or Vitality? Let me try Vitality. Let's see, because I can't. Okay, I'm gonna try this again with this. So Okay, there it is. Okay, I found Vitality's data. Let's see. Okay, so I'm resetting your data, Vitality. It's all right. It's all right, Emerald. I think I figured out the issue. Um, okay, so I guess so Vitality. I'm actually going to reset Emerald's first because I know that they want me to reset the data. Vitality, I don't have to reset it, but if this is if this is what you're asking me to do, I can. Hmm. Okay. Notepad. I don't know what exactly they removed from your data to make it not work, um, but okay. I mean, like I don't know. Like unfortunately, like so Vitality. Are you? I guess. Okay. So Emerald. Um, your data looks about normal. I don't necessarily want to delete it, but if you want me to delete it, I can. I just don't know if it'll fix it. Um, Trying to think what else they could have done. No, like they might have done something wrong. I just don't know. I just the data structures are too messy. I have no idea what it looks like. Um, okay, yeah, I let's see. The best of luck with that. I'm sorry that this has been a mess. But yeah, okay. So I've deleted your data, and I, but yeah, no, I guess in Vitality too, I can delete yours. Unfortunately, this is part of the reason why I don't, why I need to do a remake because there's just not a, yeah, there's just not a way for me to, you know, like I don't really have any good ways to prevent this stuff. So yeah, let me know if this doesn't fix things, and I'll fix it next stream if that doesn't happen. But yeah, yeah. So you both have had your data reset. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted. That's what I understood you asked me to do. Um, so the data does not exist anymore. That's not what you wanted. I apologize. Uh, hopefully, I mean, in the remake, I will, of course, have much better data management handling stuff, and I'd like roll back to previous ones. But unfortunately, I am not. That's not this. These servers are so old that I don't know. Sorry about that. But hopefully, this does fix things, and you'll be able to enjoy the game again. But yeah. Oh yeah. No, the Super Hero Life 2 is a broken mess. That's why I'm remaking it because I know people deserve a game that's functional, but I don't know how to make Super Hero Life 2 functional without like remaking it from scratch. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think this is pretty good. Um, let's see. So I think that's more or less it. I guess we could do a cheap completion of this if we want. We just do that. Damn. Um, which isn't awful, but it's not ideal either. Let's see, we just gotta, is y-axis flipped? Uh, all right, so now we're just going to move this up. Now we can generate. Beautiful. We're going to we're going to actually do a better job with it in the next thing. But for now, you could. We're going to go and we're going to make it match the sort of lower slope that we have here. But for now, this is lab. These are the lab buildings right here, at least in their current format. See, I'm still trying to decide, should I have corner pillars, I guess. Okay, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank, yeah, the yeah, everything would have been reset back to the default. I'm glad it worked, Emerald. Enjoy the game. Thank y'all for stopping by the stream, and I will see y'all tomorrow when we finish off this part and then probably do some street decoration things. But yeah, and then just kind of like just start building up, making this area of town look a little bit less boring, hopefully. Maybe maybe move some of the shop technology over to like the bottom bases of where there would be commercial stuff. But yeah, so I think we're heading in the right direction. Sorry, I'm just tinkering with this. I should have just done my exit. Now I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to say stuff again for a natural exit. That's kind of nice. That's corner pillars. Okay. Yeah, that looks all right. Sorry. Now I'm just like tinkering with the actual thing. Okay, let's make the windows wider. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll see y'all next time. And yeah, bye.